Check, 99. With an impressive 22-point win last Friday night at Allen Hancock College, the Ventura College Pirates clinched their 7th consecutive Western State Conference championship under head coach Joey Ramirez. But as the 2023 postseason season looms, the Pirates are looking for more and a deeper run this season. And tonight, they get started with a round 2 matchup against a team in Santiago Canyon College that in their short history has known nothing but success. They have won 19 or more games in each of their 5 seasons since the program came into existence under head coach Todd Dixon. They're back in the postseason once again. They have advanced as far as the championship game, or I should say the championship round back in 2020. So this is a team out of the Orange Empire Conference that represents an incredibly stern challenge and, as I say, has known nothing but success in a relatively short history. Nothing but tough steps moving forward for the Pirates, who eye a trip to the championship themselves. But it starts here tonight with a round 2 matchup against the Hawks coming up in just a few minutes here on the VC Sports Network. welcome you back to Ventura College for Pirate basketball here on the VC Sports Network. Getting ready for our round 2 matchup, Ventura College and Santiago Canyon, a 7-10 matchup, and joined by Mike Cepeda. Speaking to us from the car, Michael, do we have you?
Jeff, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Thank goodness.
Right? That's we're dealing with new technology here. Not really, but new for me. But Mike, great pleasure to have you here, and what a matchup we have here tonight. I mean, this is where the fun really starts here in round 2. Nothing but outstanding teams making it this far, and the Pirates, who've had such a great season, really just get started. It's shades of a year ago where they had a great year and they get an incredibly tough matchup in Citrus. Welcome back in 2023. As I mentioned at the top, Santiago Canyon, this is a team that's been in existence for a short period of time but has known nothing but success. 19 or more wins in every season so far. They're back. They're out of the Orange Empire Conference, arguably the toughest conference in the 3C2A. It's an incredibly tough matchup for the Pirates here tonight.
Yeah, it's tough matchups all around for all the home teams involved in Southern California. You talk about Fullerton playing West LA. They're a team to really, really be feared with a lot of athleticism, a lot of great wing and guard play. That's at Fullerton. Fullerton's got to deal with that. Citrus tonight dealing with Cypress. Cypress, another dangerous team. They can get after you on the boards. And if you go back to the final week of the regular season, for Antelope Valley, nearly an upset at Citrus, having out-rebounded Citrus and the Owls pretty handily. So something that Citrus will have to contain. I smell some upsets tonight, but Ventura has to take care of business, and it is not a slouch that they're going up against. Santiago Canyon can flat-out shoot the 3.
We will step aside for the national anthem here from Ventura. Rejoin you for tip-off coming up on the VC Sports Network. And let's bring up the starting lineups again tonight. The Pirates back at full strength. Adrian McIntyre, Marcus Watson, Anthony Garza, Daniel Crocker, and Aaron DeWuji in the lineup for Joey Ramirez. Meanwhile, for Santiago Canyon, Zach Ibbotson, Kai Smith, Joey Longo, Aaron Wadman, and Harrison Weesey. Round 2 set to get underway. The Hawks in the road blue jerseys. The Pirates in the home whites. Talked to Joey Ramirez just a day ago. Mentioned the strong performance at Allen Hancock, a very good Bulldog squad. And the Pirates went up there and won by 20+ to wrap up the Western State Conference Championship. And he said that was the first time that we've really been full strength for a couple of months. And the team really coming together at just the right time. The pass looking for Wadman is off the mark and an early turnover. We'll give it to the Pirates. Adrian McIntyre will bring it up, and McIntyre been nursing an injury, a lower leg injury, for much of this season, but really fully back now. So is the belief as Crocker double pumps and scores. Pirates on the board, leading it 2-0 quickly back the other way. Wadman, who averages nearly 22 a game, answers back, tied at 2, but McIntyre, they've been very careful with McIntyre throughout much of the conference schedule, holding him out from a couple of games, not wanting to rush him back. Good interior feed from Garza as he finds Crocker again. Crocker off to a fast start. The Pirates lead it 4-2. But McIntyre now regaining his strength back in the lineup. Pass outside, open 3 on the way for Longo, rims no good, and DeWuji has the rebound. The Hawks, an outstanding three-point shooting team. They're in the top 10 in the 3C2A in three-point percentage and in three-pointers made. And Joey Ramirez very forthright. They're going to have to defend the three-point line tonight. Cannot afford to give this team a lot of looks from long range. The runner won't go for McIntyre on the rebound, pulled down by Weesey. 4-2.
Jeff, can you hear me?
Michael, good to have you. And Mike Cepeda joining us on the broadcast. Outside, Wadman will try for 3, no good. Rebound batted around
Good
on
challenge.
the floor. Watson has it, it's a 2-on-1. Pirates want to run. McIntyre in from the left, no foul, scoop missed. Rebound to Longo. Hawks back the other way. Both these teams in the top 20 in the 3C2A in points scored. This figures to be something of a track meet. Wadman outside. Ibbotson passes on the 3. Smith back out to Wadman. Mentioned Wadman in the top 10 in the 3C2A in points per game. Weesey's pass knocked out of play by McIntyre.
Jeff, a missed opportunity last time down. McIntyre and really his running mate not out wide enough, and leads to a really hard and difficult layup opportunity that was missed eventually by McIntyre, and it remains 4-2.
Wadman checked by Crocker. Outside, shot clock winding down. Wadman got to make something happen. Goes to the leaner, rimming, no. And Crocker had the rebound, lost it out of bounds. Weesey able to get it off of Crocker. And another chance now for Santiago Canyon. Early on, 4-2, the Pirates with the lead. Round 2, the 3C2A playoffs. 7 seed Ventura College Pirates looking to move it to round 3. But they'll have to get by the Hawks first. Smith shot around and out. Crocker snaps down the board. Watson coming off a tough outing in their last game, the win over Allen Hancock. He was 0 for 10 from the field. Garza in the corner to DeWuji. Let's fly for 3 and hits.
Great movement.
When you can get that kind of offensive production from Aaron DeWuji, a little frosting on the cake for the Pirates. And DeWuji steps into the 3 and buries it, and the Pirates are up 5.
Keep on making the open pass. You're going to have a lot of success, especially from that spot on the floor.
Smith working on McIntyre, back outside, shot clock at 10. Long 3 on the way for Longo, rimming no. McIntyre tracks down the board.
I think if you're Ventura, you're okay with that shot.
Pirates off to a quick start. Well, I mentioned with Ibbotson and Smith, and Adam Halad, the runner, won't go, but Garza gets on the boards, lays it up and in.
Great activity.
9-2. The Pirates off to a fast start. Timeout on the floor for Santiago Canyon. 16:15 to go in the opening half, and the Pirates on top here on the VC Sports Network. Well, Coach Todd Dixon not wasting any time. Burns an early timeout. The Pirates off to the quick start in the 9-2 lead. They'll work at the length of the court with Wadman bringing it in. Meanwhile, Michael Nuloe has checked in. Mentioned the 22 points a game for Wadman on the season. And I asked Joey Ramirez what the plan was against Wadman and if we'd see a lot of Michael Nuloe tonight, who's an outstanding defender for the Pirates. And Coach Ramirez said, we're going to give him a lot of different looks. Obviously, he's an incredibly talented scorer. And certainly Michael will be part of that. But they know they're going to have to give him some different looks. But the Pirates are a big, long, physical team, and that's how they want to defend Wadman here tonight. Ibbotson off to Arthurton. Isaiah Arthurton has checked in as well. Off to Longo. Shot clock at 11. Wadman now down to 8. Battling the shot clock. It's down to 5. Drive on Nuloe. Fakes. Now fires. Around and out. Garza with the board. Another one and done for the Hawks. Quickly back the other way, but Santiago Canyon back on defense. 9-2. Garza on the cut, missed the layup, but he's fouled by Longo. This is just great work off the ball by Garza. Indeed. And Mike setting the screen. And this goes back to a conversation we had earlier in the season talking about Garza. And just a talented player, but just continues to develop. And now as a sophomore, Joe Ramirez talking about how hard he works at all times on the floor, every play, getting after it. And that's a sign of the maturity for Garza from his freshman to his sophomore year. Garza's free throw up and good. 10-2, the Pirates with the lead. Arthurton up top. This is Damian Parker who has checked in as well. Parker drives the lane, comes up shooting, might have lost his footing a little bit. And a push on the rebound. The foul going to go against Wadman. First on Wadman. 8-point lead for the Pirates, and they have the ball. This is exactly the start you want if you're the Pirates. Garza feeds it down low. Nuloe with the size advantage and gets the turnaround to go. Good work from Michael Nuloe. Well, we saw Dewuji hit a 3. Now Nuloe scoring down low. Pirates getting contributions from everyone. Longo in from the left, lays it up and in.
It's too easy.
That breaks the run for the Pirates and gets the Hawks back within 8, trying to weather this early storm from the Pirates. McIntyre flicks a pass outside. It ends up with Watson, who goes to the fadeaway, rimming no.
Just a bad shot. That's bad offense. No spacing there for the Pirates.
Arthurton leaves it for Wadman. Interesting, Wadman, a number that you don't often see as Ibbotson steps into a 3 and misses it. Wadman gets to the line for nearly 10 free throw attempts a game on the season. And Joey Ramirez talked about defending Wadman, said he doesn't really like to shoot a lot of threes, so we have to be very careful about the angles we take moving our feet, having good hands on defense, because this is a guy who's going to challenge us at the rim. Halad on the drive has that one blocked by Garza. Ibbotson, Smith, Halad all shoot better than 40% from three-point range. Pirates need to run them off the line tonight. Nuloe out front, hounded by Parker. Now McIntyre on the drive, lost the handle. It ends up with Parker. Parker picked up by Nuloe. Well, this is a Hawks team that scores better than 80 points a game. But the Pirate defense has been such that the Hawks have been decidedly patient, running the shot clock almost every time down. Wadman, double pump, shot off the glass, didn't go, but Parker tracks down the long rebound. Feeds it back to Wadman. Wadman spins, might have traveled, but lays it up and in. Wadman with his 4th point and a 12-6 lead for the Pirates. McIntyre off to Watson in the weave. Watson driving on Longo with the crossover. Double pump won't go. Rebound tapped to Parker. Parker weaves into the front court, comes up shooting from 15 and missed it. Another offensive rebound. Arthurton for 3 and knocks it down. 12-9. Now it's the Pirates and Joey Ramirez who want a timeout. 12:29 remaining in the first half. Michael, what do you got?
Regression to the mean story. I mean, you had to figure at some point Santiago Canyon College was going to turn on the switch, and they've done that. This is a 7-0 run if memory serves.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you're going to have the easy night, but Isaiah Arthurton is wide open from three-point range in transition. They don't find him, and I don't think it's an accident that you saw the immediate timeout after that. As we have talked about here a couple of times already, this is a team that shoots the ball incredibly well. You have to find the shooters in transition. In fact, when I asked Joey Ramirez what was one stat, one line that it was going to determine, if you could get this, you're going to be feeling good. He didn't even mention the three-point percentage. He went right to, we need to hold them to under 20 three-point attempts in the game. That's how much I think the Pirates want to be aware of that three-point line, running them off of that three-point line. I think the feeling for the Pirates is if they're taking that many threes, that means they're getting that many looks for three, and that's not what we want.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Pirates have done a pretty good job up to that point of challenging the three. But that time, you have a man wide open in transition. That just cannot happen. You have to run him off. And the thing with a team that can shoot it, the possession doesn't stop once you run them off the three. Now you got to rotate and get back, and hopefully another three doesn't open up in that possession.
I mentioned the other three shooters. Backdoor cut, McIntyre lays it up and in. Great response out of the timeout for the Pirates, 14-9. They're back up 5. I mentioned the other three shooters, but Arthurton shoots 39% from three-point range, so he's another shooter for this team. Meanwhile, Ibbotson with the careless turnover, but the Hawks will get away with it as Watson can't come up with it cleanly.
Oh.
Almost a gift for the Pirates as Watson nearly came up with that ball in transition.
Yeah, Jeff, if you're the Pirates and you're getting contributions from Nuloe and Duuji early, you got to be up by double digits going in at the half. I mean, I don't see why not, especially when Santiago Canyon isn't really doing much offensively early. You need to build that lead. You got to dig that hole, and hopefully you can put them to bed in the second half.
Long three off the back iron. Rebound Ventura. And I think that might be Tony Ngia. Yeah, it is Tony Ngia who has checked in. Didn't quite have a look at the number, but it's Tony. On for the Pirates. Garza at the elbow, working on Weesey. Outside for 3. It's short, but Ngia tracks down the rebound. Another chance for the Pirates. They lead it by 5. McIntyre checked by Ibbotson. Garza gets it to Ngia. McIntyre passes on the 3, comes up shooting from 16, in and out, back in again. McIntyre gets the roll. He's got 4. 16-9. How about coming out of the timeout? Adrian McIntyre, the sophomore leader, back-to-back buckets to get it back to 7. Arthurton's three is short. Garza with the rebound. Midway through this first half, happy you've joined us on the VC Sports Network. Pirate basketball, second round 3C2A playoffs. Watson working around a Garza screen, back outside. McIntyre had a notion on the long three. Gets a screen from Garza to the rim, lays it up and in. McIntyre heating up, 6 straight. Pirates have doubled up the Hawks at 18-9. Weezy on the give and go, back to Parker, comes up shooting from 8 feet and hits.
That's a great job of screening off the defender by Weezy.
18-11. Pirates with the 7-point lead and the ball. Watson off to Crocker. Crocker has Ibbotson in a mismatch, but Ibbotson pokes it free. 2-on-1. Parker to the rim, missed the layup, but a foul called. Go on and Gia.
Story, do we have that? Can we say that again? Because that looked awfully soft.
Well, let's see if we can get it here. Yep. Yeah, good
That's
eyes,
an
Michael.
Awful call.
I'm not sure I saw what went on there.
I mean, they're letting them play early on, and then you call that? I mean, just stay consistent.
Yeah, I think Tony and Gia did a pretty good job there of getting the hands up. And, I think it happens, and it's something that we talk about, but maybe a little bit of anticipation there that there's going to be more contact than ultimately ends up being the case. Needless to say, not a big surprise. This is not a team in Santiago Canyon that you want to be putting at the line.
No.
They shoot the ball well from the line as a team up over 73%.
Yes, Jeff, I think the regular starters shoot it over 84% on the season. Great cut.
Crocker lays it in. Daniel Crocker. He's a fascinating story for the Pirates as well. 28 years of age, Daniel Crocker, and came to the Pirate program directly out of high school and stayed, but it didn't really work out. Ended up leaving, tried a couple of other schools, Moore Park down the road, but just couldn't find the right fit as he dealt with some issues in his life outside of basketball, but came back to Coach Joey Ramirez about a year ago and gave Joey Ramirez a call and said, Coach, is there still a chance for me to come back? And Joey Ramirez was a little bit cagey and said, you still have eligibility. So, yeah, there's a chance, but it's going to depend on how much you want it and how much you want to come back and work and be part of this team. And early on in the season, Coach Ramirez didn't want to push it, wanted to let Daniel Crocker get into the flow, figure out his role with this team, and he said it all clicked partway through the conference schedule in a home game against Allen Hancock. And Crocker really stepped up, started rebounding, defending, found his role on this team. And I think it's a fascinating story because Crocker might end up being just that missing piece for the Pirates that puts them over the top. Since he has come in, that starting five is outstanding, joining McIntyre and Watson as well as Garza and Dewuji. It really fills out that starting five for the Pirates.
Jeff, if memory serves, going back to that Allen Hancock game, I believe he also found the range, hit a couple threes in that game.
Yeah, there's plenty of game there, 20-15. And again, just a great story of coming back and finding a home here with the Pirates in this 2022-23 season at 28 years of age. Wadman on the drive, kicks it outside.
That's terrific on-ball defense.
Smith gets a screen from Weesey, who rolls to the basket and lays it up and in. The pick and roll done to perfection by Santiago Canyon, and it's 20-17. Hawks creep back within 3. Kai Johnson, meanwhile, has checked in as well, trying to establish down low, working against Parker. Crocker out of the double team, finds Watson, gets it back. What a feed from Watson.
Great give and go.
22-17. It's such an unselfish team. Pirates as a team up at 17 assists a game, and Garza, Crocker, to go along with guys like Watson and Johnson. So many good passers on this Pirate team, and they are so willing to make that extra pass. Meanwhile, contact and a foul called, going to go against Weesey with 7:48 remaining in the first half. As Ngia goes down, it's the first on Weesey. 22-17. Crocker with 8 early, 4 of 4 from the floor. McIntyre's got 6. The Hawks led by Aaron Wadman, who's got 6. Damian Parker with 4. Fast-moving first half. The Pirates as a team with just 2 fouls. The Hawks with just 3. To your point earlier,
surprising.
Michael, yeah, that they're letting them play.
Let them play, but a couple fouls that were called, a little soft.
McIntyre dancing on the dribble. Outside, DeWuji will try for 3. Splash!
Oh.
Couple of threes for DeWuji.
Straight soup can 3 for DeWuji.
25-17. The Pirates push it back to an 8-point lead. Parker stops and pops. Missed it. Rebound to Garza. Pirates can push it to double digits with a bucket here. McIntyre at the controls. Interesting, McIntyre running the offense a little bit more than Watson here in this first half.
And you don't call that?
No foul called. Rebound to the Hawks. Baseline drive and a blocking call on DeWuji.
Jeff, can we go back to that last play with McIntyre? It seemed like an awful lot of contact.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't get the replay on it. Smith out front around an Arthurton screen, and the foul going to go on Arthurton.
Bit of a makeup call.
Let's see if we have this one here.
I mean, that's pretty weak. I mean, he's moving, but so is the defender.
Well, I think if he just stays with the screen, Michael, he's going to, probably not have that call. Meanwhile, bring you back live. Johnson fakes, now fires from 15, back iron. Rebound to Smith. Arthurton into the front court. Parker, they'll clear out as he works on Garza on the drive. Double pump, no good, but a rebound for Wadman. Wadman in a crowd, double pump, no. And a foul called.
Looked like he hopped.
So that'll send Wadman to the line, where he shoots up over 80%. Wadman on the season at 85%. Hits the first, and that number up at 90% in conference play. So he's getting better. Second free throw is good. 25-19. 6-point lead for the Pirates. Hawks trying to hang around. Garza in the lane. Little fake, leaner won't go. Smith high up for the board.
Good offense.
Smith pulls up, in and out, and the rebound off to Johnson. Smith, the rim unkind. Three on the way is good. The Pirates stay hot from long range. Ngia gets it back to a 9-point lead. Mike, I have the feeling in this game that this is one of those ones where either we're going to see a Pirate run that gets it out to about 20, or we're going to see a Hawk run that gets this to about a tie game. But we've been hanging around about this 8 or 9 point range for most of this first half, and I think it's going to break one way or the other.
Jeff, I think you're right, and I wonder if you're Joey Ramirez, do you think about maybe calling a timeout right now, setting something up, and see if you can get into double digits and come back with some type of defensive play call on a made shot Doesn't look like he's motioning for a timeout, but this is a critical juncture going in to the 5-minute mark in the first half.
Garza, McIntyre, DeWuji, Ngia, and Nuloe on the floor for the Pirates.
Jeff, that high post entry has been huge.
All season long. McIntyre drives the lane, comes up, shooting at the elbow, rimming no. Rebound batted around, it's on the floor, the Hawks have it. Smith off to Halad. Well, they've done a good job against Ibbotson, Smith, and Halad. I can scarcely remember a three-point attempt in this first half for those three who all shoot over 40%. Longo.
They've been playing out for sure.
On the drive. In the lane, Weesey with the left hand.
And when you play up, you're going to get shots like that fairly easy at the rim, and Santiago Canyon's done a pretty good job converting those.
28-21. McIntyre. Off to Ngia.
High post.
McIntyre on the drive. Has that one blocked by Wadman.
There. There's nothing there.
Smith in transition, lays it in. Kai Smith gets it back to a 5-point game.
You don't call a timeout. And
the ebb and flow continues. The Pirates had it at 9. Here come the Hawks. It's back to 5. McIntyre weaves into the lane. Smith picks his pocket. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Smith nearly traveled but gets it back outside. They get it to Wadman. Halad drops it down low. Weesey scores over McIntyre, and now Joey Ramirez will burn a timeout. 28,
Jeff, it's just
25.
It's just too much guard play on the outside. Enter into the high post, start the offense there, get a reversal, maybe get a backdoor cut. The Pirates, for all that they were doing early, really shooting themselves in the foot here. And the one-on-one guard play, McIntyre, back-to-back turnovers. Now Santiago Canyon within a 3 of tying the ball game.
With 3:42 remaining here in the first half. Hawks on a 6-0 run to get it back within 3. And I think a little adjustment here, Mike, from Todd Dixon, looking to attack in the lane more, specifically with Harrison Weesey, who has a size advantage at 6'8". And they're taking advantage. Weesey now with 6 in the game.
And it's a terrific adjustment because Ventura from the outset has been playing up on the 3, really doing what they wanted to do. But that's going to open it up inside. And now, if you start getting it going inside, you're going to start sucking in the defense. You'll start to get some better three-point looks for the rest of the game, particularly in the second half.
3:42 remaining in the first half. And, Mike, as we often talk about, final 5 minutes of the first half, that first 5 minutes of the second half, often so critical. And the result of a game. Tense moments coming up. Johnson catches it at the foul line. Now he'll back out.
Spacing an issue.
Garza, a little push on the pass. Weesey going to pick up the foul, or is it Wadman? If it's Wadman, it'll be his second, and a decision for Todd Dixon.
Yep.
And Wadman will check out, and they can ill afford to have him pick up a third foul, so here comes Joey Longo. Good recognition. Garza had Wadman down low, and they get that second foul on Wadman. And Ngia. Halad on him. On the baseline drive, little stutter step, reverse won't go, but Johnson's high up for the board. Johnson lays it up and in.
Great crash.
In a couple of conversations with Joey Ramirez, whenever we talk about Kai Johnson, it always comes around to Kai Johnson can score. There's no question about that. Weesey's hammered. He'll head to the line for a couple of free throws. But the question about Kai Johnson is always what's the level of contribution defensively in terms of rebounding? That's going to determine how much Kai Johnson is playing and where he's playing. But there is no question that the offensive game is spectacular for Johnson, and on that previous play does a great job creating an opportunity by getting on the boards.
Jeff, whatever Coach Ramirez said to Johnson pre-game, he has been locked in. He's been terrific on the ball, earning minutes there, and then you see that crash rebound for the putback. He's been terrific here tonight. Had the one shot in the lane. Wasn't a bad shot, just missed it. But, to his credit, playing really, really well tonight is Johnson.
Weesey shoots just 42% from the line. Missed the first one. Second free throw on the way. Rimming high, no good. 0 for 2 for Weesey. Johnson with the rebound. So the Pirates get away with one. They'll maintain the 5-point lead as McIntyre directs traffic out front. Off to Johnson. Garza flashes into the lane, comes up shooting, blocked. Looked like Weesey got a piece. Ibbotson in transition. It's a 2-on-2. Euro step from Ibbotson and a foul. What a play by Zach Ibbotson.
That was impressive. It's a poor challenge.
And we'll watch this one here as Ibbotson gets into transition.
Man, if I'm Johnson, I'd take a foul right there.
So
McIntyre just doesn't take it in the chest. It's an easy call.
And Ibbotson around and out, so 3 straight missed free throws for the Hawks. And will that potentially loom large? Some missed opportunities. Meanwhile, Watson traveled.
No.
Wait,
foul call. Not sure.
Okay, off the ball. It's going to be Garza with his second.
Uh-oh. Think you got to bring. Surprised they don't sub out Garza.
Garza going to remain in the game. Longo leans over the dribble. Gets a screen from Weesey. Parker guarded closely by Watson. Back outside to Weesey. Shot clock at 10. Ibbotson comes up shooting at the foul line and hits.
Tough shot.
Ibbotson starting to find his groove. 4 in a row, 30-29. Hawks all the way back within 1. They try to get Ngia, and the pass tipped and stolen. Now the Hawks can take the lead.
Travel.
Outside, Smith will try for 3, rimming no. Garza snaps down the board. Off to Watson. Watson in transition, it's a 3-on-3. McIntyre up top, now the Pirates will set up. Watson working on Ibbotson, on the drive. That's on a foul called before the shot.
Yeah, be the 16th foul, so no 1-and-1.
As we watch Watson on the drive and a little body from Ibbotson. First foul on Zach Ibbotson. Dewuji hits another 3. Dewuji. Oh my. 3 threes in the first half. How big has that been? Meanwhile, the pass from Smith is out of bounds, but a whistle and a foul called. Rather, that was from Parker.
No, I think it's just out of bounds here, Story.
Well, they're going to huddle up.
I think it's Pirate ball. Now, if they can't determine it, they'll go jump ball, and it should be Santiago Canyon.
Yep, and that is exactly what happened with 1:12 remaining here in the first half. He'll get it to Ibbotson. Dewuji on him. Isaiah Arthurton has returned. Smith in the weave, drives the lane. Back to Ibbotson. Good anticipation from Watson. Steps in front for the steal. Under a minute to go here in the first half.
We'll get that clock adjusted in the second half.
Indeed we will. Winding down to 40 seconds. Shot clock at 10. Watson on the drive. Double pump. Gets it up and in.
Wow.
What a shot for Watson. After the Hawks got within 1, the Pirates push it back out to 6.
Jeff, that was proverbial. No. Okay, great shot.
Arthurton with about a 5-second difference. Ibbotson open for three. Can't happen.
That's too easy. He stepped into it in rhythm. It's exactly what Coach Ramirez did not want to happen in the first half, and it happens on probably the last possession of the first half for the Hawks.
McIntyre with the scoop and
Nice.
a foul.
We'll have a couple of really good angles of this, and McIntyre, pretty slow first half here tonight. After a quick run, pretty well played here on this one.
McIntyre, there you see it.
Man,
and that's one of those
great
moves
sense.
where we have a little advantage here on the VC Sports Network because we see that move, Michael, all the time. And he is so tough with the way he's able to extend that arm on the drive. His body control is so tremendous. And he is able to get that contact and then flip the ball up and in. It's kind of just an innate ability that he has to put the ball in the basket. 38-32, down
Jeff,
to 1 second. Shot no good.
Are you saying that move happens on this broadcast every week?
This kind of thing happens every home game. 38-32, we are at the half from Ventura. The Pirates on top. It's the 3C2A playoffs, round 2, Pirates and Hawks, here on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. Giving you a live look in on the VC Sports Network. The Pirate women playing at Cyprus tonight, round 2 in the women's bracket. And the Pirates with a 10-point lead playing against the Chargers. Quick answer back, and it's back to 7. Trying to give you a look in. Of course, you can follow the Ventura College Pirate women and their matchup here tonight on the VC Sports Network. www.weplayhard.com/VC Sports Network. You can follow that game in its entirety. Also give you a quick look in here in a few minutes at the Citrus matchup tonight. Of course, the winner of our game here tonight, Ventura and Santiago Canyon, plays the winner of the Citrus game, and we'll have that for you as well. Citrus taking on none other than Cypress College, so a busy night for the Chargers as well. Men's and women's action. 7-point lead for the Pirate women at Cypress. And checking in very quickly in the second half, Citrus, the number 2 seed in the South at home, taking on Cypress and leading it 40-21, so a 19-point win, or 19-point lead, I should say, for the Owls as they play midway through the second half. And again, if Citrus can hold on there, the winner of this one, Santiago Canyon and Ventura, will be traveling to Citrus to take on the Owls. That'll be next Saturday night. welcome you back. Start of the second half. Do want to correct one minor mistake as we bring you back live. For the start of the second half, it's halftime at Citrus College, and the Owls leading the Chargers 40-21. Jeff Stoynoff, Mike Spada with you. And Michael, Pirates with a 6-point lead, but I think you have to have the feeling that maybe it could have been a little bit more at times in the first half, but the Hawks have done a good job of hanging around.
Yeah, some missed opportunities. Didn't finish on a couple fast breaks. And 8 turnovers to only 2 for Santiago Canyon. Another one? Nope.
Instead, the Hawks have it, trailing by 6 as Wadman will find Weesey.
Wadman in the lane, spin move, up, no good, no foul called, and Watson quickly back the other way.
And he'll pull it back out.
Back.
Sorry, Michael.
You're good, Stoy.
Opening minute of the second half, Pirates with the 6-point lead in the ball. Up top to McIntyre. McIntyre with 9 in the first half. Garza.
3 in the key. Oh.
In the corner, Crocker will try for a 3, too strong. Garza taps it out of play. And he'll go back to
Where's the
Santiago
high post
Canyon.
entry? Where's the high post entry?
That is the bread and butter of the Pirates this season offensively. Ibbotson dancing on the dribble. Watson with the near steal, but Smith able to keep it. Shot clock at 13. You've still got time. Weesey driving on Garza.
Straight up.
And a foul called. This is going to be on Garza. It'll be his third.
Number 3.
Yeah, third foul on Garza. Wadman with 9 to lead the way for Santiago Canyon, but on 2 of 9 shooting. Ibbotson with 7. Weesey with 6. It was a non-shooting foul, and Watson has the steal. McIntyre and DeWuji with 9 apiece to lead the way for the Pirates. Watson drives the lane, scoop shot off the bottom of the rim, and Longo has the rebound.
Tough shot.
Longo driving on Garza. Now Garza outside. Again, Garza playing with 3 fouls. Will they try to clear out? No, instead they get the switch. I think you go to Weesey here, see if you can get that 4th foul on Garza. Instead, they get in a switch with Smith. Smith picks it up, off to Wadman. Shot clock down to 6. Wadman working down low against McIntyre. Turnaround shot off the glass. That is nice work from Wadman. Chargers within 4. McIntyre hooks a pass outside.
Nice.
Crocker passes on the 3, and Wadman has the steal. Wadman trying to go coast to coast, blocking call. It's going to go against DeWuji. Good recognition from Wadman, and the 85% foul shooter will head to the line for a couple of free throws.
Well, if you don't burn a timeout, the 5-minute juncture at the end of that first half, I think you maybe burn a timeout right now, because Ventura, in all types of disarray offensively, they have no identity. They haven't ran a single good set in the second half offensively since the start.
And you've got Garza out there with 3 fouls. So here comes Kai Johnson. And Johnson should provide some offensive firepower off the bench. And indeed,
he's not coming in for Garza, though.
No, he's coming in for Crocker. And I think Joey Ramirez, though, I think trying to maybe find a couple of more options. After Crocker passed on the shot, looked like a good opportunity to take an open 3, but instead put it on the floor and ended up committing the turnover. And now Garza has it up high, off to DeWuji, and they'll work it to Johnson down low. Checked by Ibbotson. Garza from the foul line. That's good.
Jeff, it's a simple game. I mean, what happened that time down? Best set they've run in the second half, high post entry, bucket.
I tell you, we could almost do the Bull Durham there. It's the scoop from Longo is good, 41-36. It's a simple game, Michael. You pass the ball, you shoot the ball. You go back and play defense.
Well, mission accomplished on everything but the defense.
41-36. Johnson's pass was tipped, and it will stay with the Pirates. 41-36. Oh, excuse me. 40-37. I got a little turned around on the score. So 40-37. To update the correct score, Watson around a high screen from Garza. Drives on Weesey. Left-handed scoop won't go, but Watson stays after it and gets his own rebound. Johnson. Jump stop as he tries to split the double team. And is this going to be Wadman's third foul?
Yep.
Down on the floor here, and Johnson, such a tough matchup. And yeah, Michael.
That's a bad call.
Oh, I thought it looked like he got some of that left forearm with the reach in.
I mean, if anything,
on Johnson.
I thought it was Ibbotson. Yeah, it's pretty weak though. I mean, if anything, you can get Johnson for the travel. Nice shot.
High arcer from Kai Johnson, 42-37. It was the third foul on Wadman. Ibbotson up top to Weesey. Showing a lot of faith in Anthony Garza, staying out there with 3 fouls. Same on the other side with Wadman, who's fouled, and he'll head back to the line. Again, gets to the line nearly 10 times a game on the season. Wadman, such a tough matchup.
Tough matchup. Really just jumps in. I don't know what Dewushi did wrong there. I don't know if we have that, but.
And it's the 4th foul on Dewushi, so foul trouble becoming something of an issue for the Pirates. Free throw is up and good, 42-38. Mike, I'm reminded of a game earlier this season on the VC Sports Network when Moorpark came in here and just shot absolutely lights out in the second half as they sprung the upset here, getting the win on the road. And the Pirates need to stay vigilant, as this is a similar kind of team. You just have the feeling that they get into a rhythm. They could score points in bunches. Watson on the drive. A lot of contact. No call. Foul. And back the other way, and McIntyre chasing it down, knocked it out of play.
But that's a foul.
We do have the replay, and let's take a quick look. This is an awful lot of contact. And this will come right at you here.
Well, the referee's going to be right in the way of it, but.
Well, let's see if we get. As Smith contests, and you might want to remember that as Longo was fouled by McIntyre. So Longo will head to the line. That's an awfully big turnaround. And Mike, maybe one more look at this one. Let's see if we can.
Look at it up top. Up top.
Okay. Second free throw is good, but we want to take one more look at this one in slow motion.
I mean, that's a foul right there. Forearm extended into the offensive player, that's a foul. Riding him the entire way, that's a foul.
Bring you back live. Garza at the elbow. 1 point game. Johnson back outside to Watson. Shot clock at 10. Ngia has checked in. Baseline drive on Parker. Reverse and a foul. Ngia with a chance for a 3-point play.
That's a terrific individual effort.
Yeah, Tony Ngia. And this is just something of a sample here of what you get from Ngia all season long. One of the guys that comes off the bench for Joey Ramirez and just seems to find a way to contribute. Coming up with
and Jeff, I wonder if we
buckets.
can create a better angle on the baseline there with the cameraman. See if he can get to the other side.
You want to move more center?
Yeah, well, no, I'd rather either get him more center on the other side. The referee's just camping right there.
All right, take over for me, Michael.
I got you. Al's in the lane, and we have a foul call. It's going to be 2 shots. And if that's a foul on Garza, that's going to be number 4. As Weesey goes to the bucket, and indeed that will be number 4 on Garza. So a bit of a predicament here for the Pirates. Do they pull Garza? I mean, you have to pull Garza at this point. He's been a matchup nightmare inside, but just picked up his fourth foul. They got 15 more minutes. Weesey stepped on the sideline. And Johnson with the turnover. And Ventura in a world of hurt here. We are trying to get our scoreboard situated here for you. 46-45. Pirates trailing by 1 to the Hawks. Hawks with the ball. Wadman with it out front. Gives it up. Over to Longo.
Parker on the clear out. Driving on Crocker. Spins back to his right. Rimming and gets the roll.
Nice touch.
48-45. The Hawks on a run have the 3-point lead. Johnson. Up top to Crocker. Crocker will try to answer. No good. Long rebound to Longo. Now it's one and done for the Pirates. On the drive back outside to Arthurton. Wadman will hold.
Well, Jeff, the Pirates need one of those runs to extend on or get the lead back. Wadman has this one go out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Pirates.
Yeah, good job not fouling on the drive by Wadman. And the Pirates coaching staff well aware of Wadman's ability to get to the line. Meanwhile, Watson himself will get back with a couple of free throws coming.
Well, Jeff, inconsistent execution offensively for the Pirates has really allowed Santiago Canyon this 3-point lead midway through the second half, and we'll change that for you. We are in the second half. Our scoreboard is saying that we're in the first. Are having some technical difficulties here with some of the internet here at Ventura. We'll get that situated for you as soon as possible.
Free throw up
Watson
and good
on
for
the first.
Watson. Watson with 3 in the game. Struggling once again from the floor. We talked about Marcus Watson and his evolution as a freshman. Coming in from Morgan Park in Chicago, long way from home, and his talent readily apparent. And Joe Ramirez said that as the season has come along, he has gotten better and better, not being so reliant on his tremendous physical gifts and becoming more and more of a game manager, running this offense, distributing the basketball. And that's been a big part of the Pirates' success. 48-47.
Great defense down low.
Pirates looking for the lead. McIntyre tries to split the double team, reach in call on Parker. That'll be the 5th team foul. No, they're going to get Smith on the block. Looked like it was Parker. In fact, I believe, Michael, that Parker thought that he had been called for the foul. But instead, it's just the first for Kai Smith. 48-47. Johnson.
Nice move.
Open 3 for Ngia. Splash!
That's good offense right there. Dribble drive, kick out, wide open 3-point shot, and a bucket. Ventura back with the lead.
Great answer from the Pirates. Quick 5-0 run after they fell behind by 3. And now they'll work it to Wadman. Shot clock at 13. The Hawks a season ago were the 5 seed in the South, upset by San Diego Miramar, or I should say Miracosta. And Miracosta went all the way to the championship game. Smith's high arcer is good. The answer back for the Hawks. Timeout on the floor. 10:32 remaining in the ball game. Santiago Canyon back out in front by 1 on the VC Sports Network.
Got a burner in Ventura.
Well, you can't imagine that it's going to be easy when you get to round 2 of the 3C2A playoffs. And sure enough, Pirates with their hands full, as you would absolutely expect in this 7-10 matchup, with Santiago Canyon coming in with the 1-point lead midway through the second half. Down low, McIntyre
7-10
hangs in
matchup,
the
that's
air.
an upset special in the tournament.
Second chance for the Pirates as McIntyre can't convert on the shot in close. Watson.
Nothing there. Get back to the offense.
Shot clock at 9 on the drive. Doesn't get the roll. Johnson crashing the boards again. Third chance for the Pirates. Down low, Watson's open. He'll lay it in.
Where's the foul?
Sensational effort on the boards for the Pirates. Second and third chances. And they lead it by 152-51. Wadman drives the lane. Hooks it outside. Arthurton open for 3. Rimming no. Now it's Arthurton's turn to get on the glass. Halad steps into a 3. He can shoot it from out there.
That's an
and
awful
Santiago
sequence
Canyon
for the Pirates.
Back out in front. Sorry, Michael. As Halad on the second chance hits the 3.
Jeff, you give up 2 wide open 3s and you don't get the rebound. Extra possession, splash. Hawks back with the lead.
In and out for Watson. And Wadman has the rebound. Both these teams suffered a similar fate last year, losing in the second round, but also losing to teams that went on to make sensational runs. I mentioned Mira Costa after the win over Santiago Canyon, going all the way to the championship game as Halad. Caution, flammable. Long 3, and Santiago Canyon has their largest lead at 5. The Pirates were beat at home by Citrus as Ngia's 3 rims no good, and the rebound to Halad. And then Citrus just followed that up by going on the road and defeating top-seeded Fullerton to punch their ticket to the State 8. Wadman. Hawks looking to extend on the lead. Able to fight off Ngia and lay it up and in. 8-0 run for Santiago Canyon. They have their largest lead at 7. The Pirates badly need an answer. Timeout, Ventura. Santiago Canyon leading it by 7 here on the VC Sports Network. Johnson will bring it in. And Michael, Pirates need someone to step up right here. 8:11 to go. And the Hawks, a confident team right now, leading it by 7.
Wheels coming off here in the second half with the Pirates.
McIntyre trying to split the double team. Parker reaches in and pulls it out of there, but the foul called. Boy, Parker that close to what would have been a clean steal. Let's see if we have this one down at court level here. And Mike McIntyre been going to this signature move, as he so often does, trying to split the double team, but the Hawks have been up to the challenge and have been able to rip the ball away a couple of times here tonight. Garza working on the offensive glass. The ball knocked out of play. It'll stay with Ventura.
Jeff, that's just good scouting. They've done a great job defensively on McIntyre outside of a couple runs in that first half. McIntyre had 9 at the half. How many does he have now?
still has 9. That one pinballs around. It's off of Weesey and a chance for the Pirates. Third opportunity for the Pirates on this possession, looking to break this Santiago Canyon run. They've got Ngia, Watson, Johnson, McIntyre, and Garza on the floor. Garza comes out for the high screen. Watson off to Ngia. Ngia, a little hesitation, now starts a drive. Runner won't go. And Longo flies in for the boards. We got a tie up in the backcourt.
Or timeout.
And a timeout taken. It's a 30-second timeout, and let's keep it here. And Mike, I put the question to you, and I hope I don't put you on the spot with this, but we're not seeing a lot of the high post offense in the first half that really has been a big part of the Pirate attack all season long. Do you have any thought as to why we're not seeing more of Garza flashing to that high post that seems to yield such good shots for the Pirates?
Well, Jeff, what's the famous quote by Mike Tyson? Everybody has a game plan till you get punched in the mouth. Well, the Pirates in this second half have been punched in the mouth, and the game plan's gone right at the door. And to be honest, I don't know really what happened at the start of the second half. If anything, you go back and look at the tape, not only in the first half but throughout the season, the success has been coming off of that high post rotation to the other side, get the defense moving, get open shots. They've completely gone away from that, but when they have gone to it, they've had success. It's baffling to me.
Yeah, they have one of the best passing big men in the entire state in Anthony Garza, and just haven't seen enough of that tonight. And I think at some level, as you alluded to moments ago, you have to give Santiago Canyon a lot of credit to start with. Wadman on the double pump, blocked by McIntyre. It's on the baseline, but off of Ventura, so another chance for the Hawks. Good moment there between McIntyre and Wadman. Two sensational talents who have been locked up all night. Back iron on the shot by Halad. McIntyre jets into the front court. Watson running the floor. He's fouled but doesn't get the roll.
A lot of contact.
I'll tell you, Watson's taking a bit of a beating out there. But he's a tough young man. Let's watch here. Again, this will come right to you.
He is not being deterred by that beating. He is going right at this defense.
Yeah, and it's Wadman, and that's the fourth on Wadman. Yeah, with 7:03 remaining. And, you know, it's interesting watching a player like Aaron Wadman, who scores just under 22 a game, 21.9. That is a tremendous number. And Mike, I think if you're Aaron Wadman, moving forward, you have to be a little more aware of not giving away fouls. He's such an important player to have on the floor. Consider not only the scoring ability, but in a close game like this one, a great foul shooter in the late stretches that you want on the floor. And he takes himself out of it with a foul there against Watson, where maybe you just let that bucket go rather than trying to make the sensational play to try and stop that layup that's going to most of the time leave you with a foul.
Situational awareness so key, especially in big moments throughout the season.
Off to Smith, comes up, shooting, back iron. Weesey knocks it out of
Should
play. No, wow.
It's off of Weesey. Do we have that?
I think we do, but we'll only have it from this angle. But let's see. Yeah, should catch this one here.
Off of Weesey.
I can't believe this call, but let's see here one more time. And Mike, you've got the good eyes. Well, look.
I mean, Garza's hitting the ball the other way.
Yeah, it certainly looks like. As again, we'll bring you back live and.
Camera one. Camera one, we're not live.
Yeah, okay. So bring you back live, and we do have that one on replay, so we will show you that shot rimming no Johnson.
What's the score, Stoy?
59-56.
Garza with the bucket that last time down. We'll go back to the replay now. We have an injury on the floor.
Yeah, Garza running the floor. As Garza throws it down. And we are back live. And a chance for the Pirates to get a little closer as Ngia will head to the line. It's a 1-and-1 on a non-shooting foul. That was the 7th on Santiago Canyon, the 3rd on Weesey. And Gia's free throw is up and good. Well, it was a nail-biter a year ago at home against Citrus. And the Owls won that one 77-74. And Pirates with another thriller here in the postseason. And Gia hits them both. Clutch free throws for Tony Ngia, who's been big in this second half. He leads the way for the Pirates with 10. Parker on the dribble. Under 6 to go. Ibbotson. Weesey trying to establish down low. He's checked by McIntyre. Shot clock at 8. Puts it on the floor. Smith up top. Longo on the drive. Comes up shooting from 15. It's short. Johnson has the rebound. The Pirates can take the lead. Watson looking for McIntyre on the cut.
And one, baby!
And McIntyre going to have a chance to extend the lead. The layup gives him the lead. That's his first bucket in the second half. What a time for it. He's got 11. And watch here as he beats Longo on the drive, and then a little push from Longo. And McIntyre with a chance. That's great work off the ball by McIntyre. And it's the Pirates now who have come back. Is this an 8-0 run for the Pirates? I believe it was 59-52. Help me out, Michael. 61-59.
No, you're exactly right.
It's a 9-0 run for the Pirates.
9-0.
To take a 2-point lead. What a great response. And now it's Smith wide open. Well, that's quite an answer for the Hawks, working off the ball. Kai Smith. Off the screen, nobody picks him up. It doesn't get any easier. We're all tied at 61. McIntyre down low on Ibbotson. Pirates back out in front, 63-61. Under 5 to go. Wadman directs traffic. He's got 15 to lead the way. Weesey, Smith open for 3. Rimming no. Another offensive rebound. It's Longo. And a reach-in foul going to go against Ventura as Nuloe. Fouls Longo. First on Nuloe.
It's not a terrible circumstance here, Story, because it's not 1-and-1 yet. It's the 16th foul. But you got to have that. You got to have that rebound.
Offensive rebounds becoming a story in this second half. Another backdoor cut. This time it's Wadman who lays it in. Back to a tie game at 63. They'll pick up McIntyre 30 feet out. Garza sets the high screen. McIntyre on the drive. Right-handed scoop is good.
Nice move.
Vintage Adrian McIntyre. And again, working off the screen of Garza, but Mike, such a great job using that body and the scoop. No chance for Weesey. And a 65-63 lead. And we'll keep it here. And the Pirates lead it by 2 with 4:10 remaining. McIntyre up to 16 in the game to lead the way for the Pirates. Reset the foul trouble. Dewuji with 4 fouls. Anthony Garza with 4 fouls. For the Pirates, Aaron Wadman, leading scorer for Santiago Canyon, also with 4 fouls.
Jeff, we talked about it earlier tonight. We knew this was going to be a barn burner. We have exactly what we had predicted.
Yeah, it's the Santiago Canyon program that's in its 6th year in existence. Lost 1 year due to COVID, but this is a team that has been in the postseason all 5 seasons since the program came into existence. Just another strong program out of the Orange Empire, Michael. Wadman. Double team comes. Great patience from Wadman to tie it up again. Aaron Wadman getting it going. He's got 17. 65-65. Garza at the elbow. Comes up shooting from 15. It's short. Good contest. Wadman into the front court. They'll clear out as he works on McIntyre. Back to his right, the half hook doesn't get the roll. Garza snaps down the board, fouled in the backcourt. Both teams in the penalty. Garza going to head to the line for a couple of free throws. So Garza. On his way to the line, Anthony Garza with 7 points to go along with 7 rebounds. A big 1-and-1 here for the sophomore. Anthony Garza shoots 63% from the line. Looking to give the Pirates the lead, and does. (66-65). Second free throw good for Garza. Clutch free throws for Anthony Garza. Pirates back out in front. Halad has returned. He's hit a couple of big threes in this second half. Puts it on the floor against Nuloe. Left-handed scoop blocked by Garza, but a late whistle. Halad going to get a couple of free throws. Not only does Halad get a couple of free throws, but Garza commits the foul that is his 5th. Almost had the clean block. And you wonder if it's that little follow-through as that arm drops on the block. And Halad able to draw that 5th foul on Garza. They'll get a couple of free throws with the Hawks trailing by 2. Isaiah Arthurton returns replacing Zach Ibbotson. So let's set the lineups for you. It's Smith, Halad, Wadman, Weesey, and Arthurton on the floor for Santiago Canyon. As Halad hits the first free throw. Meanwhile, for the Pirates, it's McIntyre, Watson, Ngia, Johnson, and Nuloe. Halad hits them both. Back to a tie game. Tied at 67. And Michael, we welcome you back. Lost you momentarily.
Jeff, you got me?
I do indeed. Down under 3 minutes to go. Tied at 67. McIntyre starts a drive on Weesey. Watson drives the lane. Hangs in the air and scores.
Man, great drive.
Watson, tenacious. He's been struggling from the floor going back to the regular season finale and again here tonight, but just icy as he challenges the Hawks defense and comes up with the big hoop to give the Pirates the 2-point lead. Smith driving on Ngia, left-handed scoop, no good. McIntyre has the rebound.
Terrific job moving the feet, and it looks like McIntyre might be hurt.
Yeah, comes up a little lame.
Might be cramping.
Yeah, holding that lower leg on the left side. Again, McIntyre been in and out of the lineup, been held out of a couple of games this year. Season-long nagging injury. And back, though, in the lineup here tonight. But he will sit down with 2:05 remaining, and Dewuji will return. So it's Watson now with Nuloe, Dewuji, Ngia, and Kai Johnson. And let's see if they run something to Kai Johnson here. It's offensive option number 1 with this 5 on the floor. No, it's Ngia who'll take the long 3 around and out. Johnson on the offensive glass. It's on the floor. Dug out by Wadman. Wadman weaves into the front court. Working down low.
Double now.
On
Double
Ngia.
now. Travel!
Whistle comes in, and there is the travel call. Well, Ngia doing a good job bodying up on Wadman, who wants a foul, but not going to get it. With 1:38 to go, the Pirate defense has come up big on the last couple of sets, trying to put this one away and punch a ticket to round 3. Little stutter step from Watson, drives the lane on Weesey. Scoop won't go. Rebound off to the Hawks. They want to run back the other way. Watson gets a hand in there with the steal. What a play by Marcus Watson.
My goodness.
And McIntyre has returned, and he will come and get the ball. McIntyre, sensational sophomore for this Pirate team. What a year he had a year ago as a freshman, and he has continued it into his sophomore year, and he wants to put this one away. Johnson open for 3, bang!
Dagger!
What a shot for Kai Johnson, and with 52.7 remaining, timeout on the floor, and the Pirates now just under a minute away. They lead it by 5 on the VC Sports Network. Michael, we go back to the words of Joey Ramirez himself. Kai Johnson can score. There's no question about it.
Well, we talked about how bought in he was earlier in this game, Jeff, and he's been locked in throughout. Terrific job all night. And an exclamation point. Can the Pirates hold on up by 5 under a minute to go?
One of the better three-point shooting teams in the entire state in Santiago Canyon. A long way to go in this one at 50 seconds. Arthurton. They're all over Ibbotson. They'll get it to Smith. Smith around a screen. Down to 13 on the shot clock. Wadman driving on McIntyre. Comes up shooting softly off the glass. Wadman gets it back to a three-point game. And a timeout taken by Santiago Canyon. Let's keep it here. And for the Pirates, McIntyre shoots about 78% from the line, and you got to believe you want to get the ball in Adrian McIntyre's hands. In this situation.
Yeah, you have to start fouling now if you're Santiago Canyon.
Kai Johnson shoots 82%.
I think you double team McIntyre on the inbound. Forget the shadow on the ball. I mean, you can, but then you take a defender away. I think you find McIntyre, try to get him double teamed. That's why they call time out. Sure, they get the ball in somebody else's hands on the inbound for Ventura.
On the other side of it, Nuloe on the floor right now, and Watson both shoot about 55%. So Santiago Canyon perhaps will try to get the ball into one of their hands. Maybe see if he can commit a foul. It's about a 2.5-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Technically speaking, you don't have to foul, Michael, but I think if I'm Ventura in that situation and they'll let me take 30 seconds off, I'll take no shot. and just take the 30 seconds. Let you, with 2.5
Yeah,
seconds, try and put up the 3.
That's exactly what I would do. But, I think if you're the Hawks, you have to foul immediately.
Play this one out. 72-69. And Gia will bring it in. And they get it to McIntyre. Back to Ngia. Ngia over the timeline. For now, the Hawks not fouling. They bring the trap. And a timeout taken by Ventura. And for the Pirates, down to 1 timeout. No, that is their final timeout. So the Pirates with no timeouts remaining, 24.8 remaining. Yeah, just some playoff basketball here, Michael.
That's all.
Good stuff on the VC Sports Network. And the Pirates trying to make their way out of round 2. Take a look at a couple of other scores in the second half. East Los Angeles College leading Riverside 67-55.
Jeff, how are the women doing?
Citrus on top 73-59. Well, we can do a quick live. Let's have just a quick live look. And Cyprus has come back to take a 5-point lead as we watch that one in the second half. Pirate women battling gamely, making the trip down to take on Cyprus. Unfortunately,
Jeff, you're going to lose me for a moment. I'll try to be out. I'll try to be back shortly.
And we will bring you back live. Pirates get it into McIntyre. McIntyre fouled with 22.5 remaining.
Jeff, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. McIntyre will head to the line. He's 2 for 2 on the night. At the line, 16 points to go along with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. But maybe a couple of the biggest free throws of Adrian McIntyre's young career coming up right now.
Wonder if we can see a camera shot of McIntyre on the floor.
Hits the first. One more coming. That's a big one. Moves it back to a 2-possession game as Wadman returns. And I wouldn't expect a whole lot less from Adrian McIntyre. Very cool demeanor. And he calmly knocks down the free throws, back to a 5-point game. Wadman jets into the front court, tries to drop the pass down low. The Pirates have the steal. Down to 15 seconds. McIntyre weaves into the front court, still on the dribble. Off to Watson. Watson spins away. Down to 7 seconds. The Pirates look like they're on their way to Citrus. 3.9 remaining. And Michael, as much as we've been impressed all season long with the offensive firepower for the Pirates this season, it's the defense that really brought it home in this last 3 or 4 minutes of this game against an outstanding offensive team coming in here in Santiago Canyon. The Pirate defense has been sensational.
They have outscored Santiago Canyon 22-10 down the stretch en route to what is going to punch their ticket to round 3 of the 3C2A Southern Region. 74-69 right now, free throw pending here from Watson. But Jeff, how about the grit and tenacity from this Pirate ball club?
0 of 2 for Watson. Halad will let it go a little late, wouldn't count. And the final score, 74-69. The Pirates with a round 2 win over a very tough opponent in Santiago Canyon. They gave them a scare, had a 7-point lead in this second half. But, Michael, you mentioned the stat a moment ago, 22-10 down the stretch. The Pirate team locks in the last few minutes, and they get the win. I mentioned at the top, 7 straight seasons with a share of or an outright conference championship, but Joey Ramirez said it himself earlier this season during an event here before one of their home games. We're looking for more this season. This is a team that wants more than just to take home that Western State Conference championship. They want to make a dent here in the postseason. They've done it here tonight with this win, and now it only gets tougher as the Owls have the lead in the second half. If that score holds up, they got to take to the road and look for a little redemption against the team that ousted them a season ago in Citrus.
What redemption it would be. And Ventura, Jeff, you talk about the growth of this team from a year ago. The team led both years by Adrian McIntyre. This is a team, maybe last year, they go down 59-52 in the second half. You know, maybe they fold, or maybe they just don't have enough to get back. They stayed with it. They start executing. They ratchet up the defense. And Ventura comes away with a 74-69 victory against a very game Santiago Canyon Hawks team.
Taking a look at some of the highlights as we wrap up the coverage. And, Mike, I think it's just it's hard not to get excited in this one. This was just tremendous postseason basketball. A lot on the line for these two teams, and acquitted themselves well here tonight, did both of these teams. And, I think it really speaks. This is a Pirate team that was in a tight one last year and just fell a little short against Citrus. And maybe that's a little bit of the difference this year. A little more veteran team this year. And they were in some trouble in that second half. I think had gotten themselves a little bit lost at times in the second half. But what resolve they showed and what poise and determination to come back against a very good Hawks team and get this win 74-69. I'll give you a chance for a final word here as we watch some of the highlights of this second half.
Jeff, I had a chance to see Citrus earlier this year versus AVC. Impressive win tonight versus Cypress at home. Nearly lost in the final week of the regular season to AVC. A barn burner, a game that where they found themselves down 5 with about a minute and a half to go, able to come back and win that one. But I think a team that is gettable, beatable, and what a story it would be, and redemption, particularly for Adrian McIntyre and this sophomore squad and collection of Pirates here this season, to go to Citrus on the road and punch their ticket to the 3C2A championship State 8 in Lemoore.
That'll do it for our coverage. We are going to try and take one last look in at the women's game going on right now at Cypress. We'll try to give you one last peek at that one here in our coverage, but it will wrap up our coverage of the Ventura College Pirates and a 74-69 win over Santiago Canyon, and they move on to round 3 for everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Thanks so much for joining us. So long, everybody.